Right off the top, we're following three major stories for you tonight. First, we have a new presumptive positive case of the coronavirus in the Tampa Bay area. We've got the facts, not fear, and we'll tell you what you need to know.
We're following the recovery from Tennessee after tornadoes left 22 people dead. The devastating scenes from the heart of our country.
Plus, it's a major day across America as Democrats make a major step in choosing a candidate. The biggest primary day of the year is here. It's Super Tuesday.
The race to the top of the ticket for the Democratic Party heats up today. Only 5 candidates remain as the field shrunk in the last 48 hours, with Joe Biden getting a big boost. Now 14 states and American Samoa head to the polls as a part of Super Tuesday.
Those states have more than a third of the delegates up for grabs in the primary race. Florida is not one of the states voting on Super Tuesday, but don't get it twisted. We are going to play a major role in this race.
Yes, we will. 2 weeks from today, March 17th, is when we will head to the polls. For now, though, we're spectators here in the state of Florida. So let's get your take. Who will come out on top when Super Tuesday closes? Go to WTSP.com/vote and make your choice. Political gurus don't expect a clear frontrunner to come out of Tuesday's Super Tuesday vote, but they do expect the outcome to have a big influence on Florida's upcoming Democratic primary. Early voting already underway in Hillsborough County, but with fewer candidates and fewer campaign signs, Senator Bernie Sanders still the frontrunner, Joe Biden getting a big boost after winning South Carolina, and also having the backing of Amy Klobuchar and Pete Buttigieg, who dropped out the last few days. Florida's 219 delegates will be split among a smaller field, and whoever wins Super Tuesday will likely have momentum here too.
So it's important that people hold their ballot till closer to Election Day so they can see who's still on the ballot when they vote so that they make their vote count.
Over the polls are open on WTSP.com/vote. So who do you think will come out as the big winner on this Super Tuesday? And right now, 19% of you saying Senator Sanders, 61% of you saying Vice President Joe Biden. You can keep voting at WTSP.com/vote, and we will check those results again at the end of the show.
Our other top story, we continue bringing you just facts, not fear on the coronavirus. Tonight, there is a new presumptive positive case of COVID-19 in Tampa Bay. The CDC is working to confirm it. This is in addition to the case already confirmed in Hillsborough and the other at Doctors Hospital of Sarasota. 10 Investigates Courtney Robinson joins us. And Courtney, this patient is friends with the woman who already has it in Hillsborough.
Yeah, the governor's office walked me through how they're connected. So they went to Italy together. They came back here and have been in the same home in self-isolation. A sister also lives there. She's in self-isolation and she has no symptoms. According to the CDC, she will not be tested unless she shows those flu-like symptoms. Now, most of you probably have not been to these 5 countries in the last 14 days: Italy, Iran, Japan, South Korea, and China. Most of you probably don't know anyone with COVID-19. So this is for you. The CDC, the Department of Health, the governor's office, they say if you have symptoms, flu-like symptoms, step 1, call your doctor or medical provider. Tell them how you feel and answer questions. They will likely have you come in. Step 2, probably because they want to do a flu test because it's flu season. If it's positive, it ends there. But if your doctor thinks that it needs to escalate, 3, they will take a sample, they will contact the health department, and the Department of Health will take it from there. Now, we realize that not everyone has a doctor or a local medical provider, and that's why we want to make sure that you know where you can get answers to health questions that you have. We've put together a list of all local health departments, the Florida Department of Health's hotline, and a new hotline at Doctors Hospital of Sarasota. All of this is on WTSP.com/coronavirus.
Doctors at 2 Sarasota hospitals have told Congressman Vern Buchanan they want to see testing for the virus expanded. At Sarasota Memorial, they say they want to be able to do the test themselves instead of sending it to a lab in Tampa. The hospital CEO believes that would result in faster and more frequent tests for the virus. And we're trying to keep this all in context for you. So here's a look at the country as a whole. Today, Georgia added its first confirmed case of the coronavirus. That brings the total number of states with confirmed cases to 12. Texas and North Carolina on this map are shaded, not fully colored, as you see here. That's because the state has a reported case not confirmed by the CDC. So across the country, the CDC says we have 60 cases total in those 12 states that you see there. So remember, you can always get the latest information on the coronavirus by texting facts to 727-577-8550. It only works if you text it. You'll get a reply with information and a link to what you need to know.
Parts of Nashville, Tennessee look like a war zone today. The morning after tornadoes ripped through Middle Tennessee. Their governor now saying 25 people killed, buildings leveled. That shot right there is eerie. The I Believe in Nashville mural still standing attached to a bar called The Basement in East Nashville, which is flattened. Homes, businesses, all reduced to rubble around the greater Nashville area. One tornado powering through the heart of downtown Nashville. Putnam County was hit especially hard. I mean, look at this shot from a neighborhood overhead, the utter destruction. The sheriff there says his deputies are searching for survivors that may be buried under damaged homes. And then we have a drone shot from about a mile away from Lower Broadway in downtown Nashville. There it is right there. Buildings in shambles, cars that are flipped over, tens of thousands lost power. I want to bring in Chief Meteorologist Bobby Deskins. You know I love that city very much there. The damage I saw on social media this morning, friends there are just shook, Bobby. Yeah, and I hope all your friends and family there are okay. Now, the preliminary reports coming in out of the National Weather Service, so all that damage you just saw is about EF3 to EF4, and what that means is about 160 mile per hour winds. I got a feeling some of that may come up just a little bit. Here's where it was. There's Nashville. Here's the cell. You see this? Watch the clock. This is about 1:30. 2 o'clock right there, and it moves east right along I-40. That's what did all the damage. Putnam County is off to the right here to the east of downtown Nashville. You can see all the reports as well of damage as it went through, and a lot of those where they have wind damage symbols there will be turned into tornado reports. That system has now moved off towards the east. There's Tennessee now. Clear weather for recovery, unfortunately, but it is good weather for that, and it should stay relatively dry. The system, the tail end of it, let's call it that, is developing another low down here in Texas. That's going to march across the Gulf Coast tonight and tomorrow. That'll pull a cold front through here on Thursday. That'll give us a small chance for severe storms. I'll talk about that coming up in my full forecast. It's just a small chance, but it does bring cooler air, and we're going to struggle to get to 70 by Saturday. That's coming up.
For months, we've been telling you stories about African-American cemeteries that have been erased or destroyed for redevelopment. Since last summer, archaeologists have detected nearly 300 caskets from the Forgotten Zion Cemetery underground at the Robles Park Village Apartments, a towing lot, and a neighboring business. In November, they detected 145 caskets from Ridgewood Cemetery in a field at King High School. And just last week, 44 graves from Clearwater Cemetery were found on school and nonprofit property. 10 News reporter Emerald Morrow has been following all of these developments and recently got a call about an abandoned and vandalized cemetery in Polk County that loved ones hope someone will save before it disappears.
She's one of the few with the key.
It takes a lot of research from a lot of people who care and want to see this all resolved. So tomorrow, Emerald will have more from the church that could own the cemetery and what its plans are to protect the historic site. Emerald has been sharing these stories of these lost graves for months now. You can see all of those locations where investigators are checking for possible cemeteries. You will find that at WTSP.com/erased.